Hey coaches, Coach Dan here. Wanted to share with you the basics of our customer system. It's simple, consistent, and it'll give you success if you follow it. So the idea is we are trying to create for you and for every coach that's part of this and your coaches eventually a sales funnel. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So you can see how the overall system looks, and we've got this free challenges, webinar, value webinar, paid challenges, coach opportunity, and a coach. It starts, though, with one person. It starts with one. And so as you develop that one person in an invite. So it's part of our three vital behaviors, which one of those is invite, invite, invite. So it's inviting people to the idea of this opportunity of a free challenge. So let's take a look. So a few more people then might come on board because maybe they've invited a few more friends, and it just starts to build momentum, and we get more and more and more people to develop this customer funnel. So the customer funnel starts nice and wide at the top with these free challenges, okay? So you got this, and you can see that kind of the outline there once again. So let's start with free challenges. So what happens with a free challenge is we are asking people to begin free challenges. Now, we're going to resource you with the idea of setting up monthly ones that you can hop on board with. We're going to actually equip people with fun, engaging challenges on a monthly basis that people will be able to plug into. Now, you can join a bigger challenge, or you can host your own using the same materials, okay? So if maybe you're not part of, don't want to be part of a really huge challenge, maybe that gets up into the hundreds of amount of people being involved, you'd like to keep it a little bit smaller with some people that are closer to you. You can choose to use our free material that we will equip you with each month to be able to use that. Or you can create your own free challenges. It depends on how you want to do it. You can do these with fitness, exercise. You can do them with clean eating, however you want to go. You can create whatever kind of free challenge you want to do. It creates free value. People want value first in order to build trust. As we build value into people consistently over time, they begin to trust us when we want to make an offer eventually. There is a good book by Gary Vaynerchuk called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And what that is a book basically talking about adding value, adding value, adding value, adding value. And then the right hook is where you get your, you ask people to kind of join on with you, or you make your offer as such as it says in sales, okay? So free challenges add value. That's really important for us. Then in the middle of the free challenge, and this is why it's really critical to consider, because we're going to equip you, is to keep your challenges on the same dates as ours. Because on the fourth day of a challenge, we're going to invite people to a value-added webinar, okay, where we're going to present the idea of a challenge pack to them. Now, we're going to focus particularly on the 21-day fix challenge pack. Couple reasons. Number one is it's short and it's sweet. We like our challenges, our paid challenges, to be 21 days. We found that people feel most successful, and they like the idea of completing something in 21-day increments. We've tried 30 days, we've tried 60 days. Those tend to not go as well. Secondly, 21-day fix really benefits specifically with regards to portion control and the containers. Having that set up for you saves coaches work. And if you remember, our team's all about equipping busy coaches with essentials to help them build thriving businesses. So if you are equipped already with a whole container system, then you don't have to create something for the person themselves. Now that we do, other programs do have nutrition guides, but it's a lot harder to walk a person through macros and calorie counting than it is to help walk them through filling containers, which is why we really believe in the 21-day fix. People can still join us on 21-day programs without the 21-day fix, as long as they're on a Beachbody program and using Shakeology. But understand that that is the program that we're mainly going to be focusing in on those. But we do have people who join using other programs, so that's fine. So our paid challenges, 21 days. They start about a week and a half to 2 weeks or so after a free challenge. This is a normal process for us and allows us to help keep that consistency. So people start to see this rhythm. It's free challenge, paid challenge. Even with their, so coaches, you guys start to see that rhythm. And also, so do your customers. They see this rhythm and they'll hop on. So, maybe a person will do a free challenge for a month, or for in a given month, and then they'll see that paid challenge coming up, or they see the webinar or whatever, and they decide not to do it. They don't. It's like, not yet. The next month, though, they want to join on because you've invited them. You kept consistent because you said, hey, you did a great job in the last free challenge, or you started it or whatever. Hey, do you want to join the next one? And then the second one that you invite them to, they decide to hop on the webinar. They decide to hop on into the paid challenge, maybe. Okay, or maybe they just do the webinar, and it's another step towards building trust with them. And as we build trust and add value, once again, you're going to gain customers. We want this to be consistent. So paid challenges, 21 days, and we start them about a week and a half or so, basically, after that webinar. Okay, 2 weeks effectively after the free challenges is how we sort of work it out. We are consistent in that on a monthly basis. So it's not like, maybe we're going to, no, we're doing it. We're doing it. Whatever we can, whoever we can get. And if we have to divide it into groups too, that's great. If you want to lead a challenge, private or a paid challenge yourself, that's great as well. But we're trying to start them on the same date because we want to then in week 3 of that given challenge, we want to have people have the coach opportunity webinar. And this is really, really important for us to have the coach opportunity webinar, because a lot of people will do a great job maybe getting people even to free challenges, and they'll get them into a challenge group. And this is something that I've been working on too, is the conversion then of a person from a paid challenger into a coach. Part of that is just the fact that we're retaining the people in those challenges because they're making fitness now a lifestyle. They love Shakeology. They're finding that good value in Shakeology. But hey, guess what you get to do as a coach? You get to offer them the idea of saving money each month on their Shakeology. And then we move them into the idea of, hey, guess what? I know there are people, because you've done 1 or 2 challenges, however many challenges. Your people are starting to talk. People are starting to say, hey, what are you doing? And then they get interested in maybe helping others as well. They get the bug. It's a good kind of bug to get. And so we offer them this coaching opportunity webinar. It explains it for them pretty well. You can certainly send them ahead of time. You can send them the coach opportunity video so they have a little bit of an idea what they're getting or getting into. But the idea is we're going to help them then make a decision about Beachbody coaching and really present Beachbody as a business to them, so they can understand minimally that they're going to get a discount on their products, but ultimately they can maybe make it a hobby. Maybe they want to just pay for a vacation or something small, or they really want to make a run at this and maybe, wow, I could love to help pay for my kids' college education, or hey, maybe I'd love to help people or help pay my mortgage, or I'd like to, maybe make this even a full-time gig because I really don't love my job. So that's the idea with the Coach Opportunity webinar, and we want to help equip you with that. And then they finally become a coach, and we'll explain in a future video how the coach training process works too, okay? So that's part of this whole thing, and we just understand that we're trying to develop the system that will help you develop your business. Now, here's the thing. We're back up at the top of this this funnel, the sales funnel that we've got. Understand that the wider that it is at the top, then the easier it is to have more volume at the bottom, okay? But the problem is if we have too thin of a top, I'm gonna go back here with the full view for a real quick second. If we have too thin of a top, so you're only inviting, let's say, I'm inviting 5 people to the free challenge. Your chances of getting somebody to the value webinar are pretty, probably 1 out of 5 are gonna probably come to that. So you get 1. And of that, generally, you're talking about maybe people would consider about that, maybe 30, 40, 40%, maybe. So you got a half a person. And then of that, when you get that, maybe you get the person, let's say you do. The chances of them then wanting to be part of the Coach Opportunity webinar are going to be slimmer because it's a numbers game, folks. It's a numbers game. The more people you have in the funnel at the beginning of a month. So free challenges are really a great way to develop that sales funnel. Now, you can have people outside of that. They don't have to be only part of the free challenges. There's other ways to pull people in. That's through your Facebook posts or different things like that. Or if you want to develop a YouTube channel, you want to develop a blog, however you want to do it. But particularly with this system, we're asking you to develop your these free challenges and invite like crazy. We're talking 20 minimal people for you new coaches. If you're more experienced, kind of be moving along. And honestly, if you're a new coach, you can invite 100 people. You can invite your whole friends list to a challenge invite. And we'll talk more about how to equip you with those with our free challenge training. So that's coming. But the idea is more people at the top, more people potentially at the bottom. So if you want to grow your business and you're a business builder and you're maybe not just a discount coach or a hobby coach, this is how we believe that you can grow your business, by making sure that funnel is good and wide every month, finding new people, asking people to refer people to, hey, you got 2 or 3 friends that want to come along, that kind of stuff that will develop. So especially when they do maybe say yes to a free challenge, then it's like, hey, you got 2 or 3 more people you might want to add on. This is going to be really fun, or whatever, depending on the given challenge of the month that you might relate to. Okay, so this is our sales funnel. We want to be part of equipping you as busy coaches with the essentials to help you grow thriving businesses. So thank you guys for listening. Our customer system, simple, consistent, and you'll have success. Thanks for listening.